I can answer that quite easily with the filming. It's processes. I think that's why I was always attracted to farming as a film subject. Like I made a lot of films about farming in Vermont and all sorts of places, because there was this sense of tracking a process, like a physical, aesthetic process, and something incredibly satisfying about seeing that. So whether it was, digging carrots out the ground and knocking them on the side of a bucket to get the soil off them, and then, submerging them in water, or, the milking of cows, or, the kids on the farm used to thread wine bottle lids onto a string and then tie it around their gumboots, and then do gumboot dancing with it and sort of rattle on their boots. And I was just always attracted to those sorts of images, the kind of specific, minute detail, often with people's hands, but also linked to a natural process and this sense of the light, being outdoors and this filming in these places where, there was just this sense of being human that I think we are quite alienated from, having always lived in cities. I think I was sort of fascinated by that kind of rural sensibility. I probably have romanticized it, but and I suppose actually in the writing it's a similar thing. In the book, a lot of the pleasure I got was describing again these sort of minute processes and these three men who have these very hands-on relationships with the president, and so the kind of processes of clipping his hair and spraying it first, and the towel around the neck, or the intricate details of making his meals, and so I suppose it's a similar kind of interest in that. But I do think it's quite a nihilistic book, and so I really admire writers who can kind of face beauty head on, because I think it's much harder to write beauty well than it is to write kind of depressing ugliness well. And so I do hope it's something I can learn to do without ever falling into the trap of being sentimental. I suppose that's always the problem with any approaching beauty, but